Imagine if you could predict exactly when each moment of your life would happen, when to love, when to smile, when to cry. The Bible, in Ecclesiastes 3, reminds us that there is a time for everything. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under the heaven. This powerful message invites us to reflect on God's patience, which shapes our lives through carefully planned cycles. In an age where everything is instantaneous, it is difficult to accept that some things take time, but this passage shows us that each phase, each emotion, has a greater purpose. The challenge we face is to trust this plan, even when we do not fully understand it. Have you ever noticed how nature reflects the perfect order of time? The sun rises and sets, the seasons change, and everything follows its course. In the same way, our lives are made up of cycles, times to plant and times to harvest, times to be silent and times to speak. These cycles teach us the art of patience, an often underestimated but essential attribute. By accepting that we are not always in control, we learn to embrace the present moment. After all, we cannot rush the blooming of a flower, just as we cannot rush God's plans for our lives. Wisdom lies in discerning what is our duty to do and what is best to entrust to God. Patience is not just passive waiting, it is an active exercise of faith. It is believing that, even in moments of pain or uncertainty, God is working on our behalf. How many times have we despaired of an immediate answer, only to realize later that the time spent waiting has strengthened us? Ecclesiastes 3 teaches us that there is a time to weep, but also a time to dance. This duality reminds us that life is not linear, but rather a journey rich in contrasts. When we accept this truth, we begin to see each moment, good or bad, as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Think of all the times you have faced difficulties and, against all odds, found the strength to move forward. This is the power of faith combined with patience. When we trust in God, we learn to see beyond what the eyes can see. Ecclesiastes 3 challenges us to believe that even the most difficult moments have a purpose. Perhaps it is to teach us humility, perhaps it is to prepare us for something greater. The secret is to not give up, even when the end seems far away. God is not in a hurry, but He is never late. His timing is perfect, even if it seems incomprehensible to us. There is something liberating in accepting the cycles of life as part of a divine plan. Instead of resisting change, we can learn to flow with it. Ecclesiastes 3 reminds us that there is a time for everything, including starting over. This means that it is never too late to correct our ways, seek reconciliation, or pursue our dreams. Each dawn brings a new chance to embrace life with faith and gratitude. By accepting that we do not control time, we begin to live more lightly, trusting that God will guide us through each season with love and purpose. Have you ever wondered why some moments seem so long, while others pass in the blink of an eye? Ecclesiastes 3 invites us to reflect on the purpose behind each season. Perhaps the time of waiting is an opportunity to cultivate patience or to strengthen our faith. Perhaps the time of joy is a gift to remind us of God's goodness. Each cycle has a unique purpose, which can only be fully understood when we look back and see how all the pieces fit together. Just as an artist paints a picture, God uses each moment to create a masterpiece in our lives. Trusting in God's timing is ultimately an act of surrender. It is recognizing that no matter how much we plan, there is a greater purpose guiding our lives. Ecclesiastes 3 teaches us that each season of life, whether of struggle or celebration, brings us closer to the Creator. As we meditate on this message, we are called to align our expectations with God's will. This does not mean that we should give up on our dreams, but rather trust that they will come true in their own time. As we do so, we find peace, even in the midst of uncertainty. Now is the time to reflect. Which cycle of life are you in? Are you facing a time of waiting, celebration, or challenges? Regardless of your answer, know that you are not alone. God is by your side, guiding your every step. The call of Ecclesiastes 3 is to live with purpose and confidence, embracing each season with gratitude. At the end of the day, what really matters is not how much time we have, but what we do with it. Are you ready to live fully, trusting that each moment has a greater purpose? Conclusion: Ecclesiastes 3 offers us a transformative perspective on life. By understanding that there is a time for everything, we learn to live with patience, faith, and gratitude. Every cycle, every emotion, is part of a divine plan that aims to shape us and bring us closer to our purpose. So the next time you find yourself in the midst of uncertainty, remember, God is in control, and His timing is always perfect.